We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the San Francisco 49ers. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 60 yards.
Hey, they're scared. Slam.
The drive starts with a give to Spiller. And he'll maybe get it back to the 25 here on the first play, but no more than that. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey, Haywood.
2nd and 10. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. 3rd play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Hartman. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. Here's Spiller. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
Right, 58, right there.
61 Matchbox White.
Watch the split. Watch the split. Check. 58.
Hey, Delta.
58.
Hit it.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got Smith here. 23 yards on the play.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, high 7.
They'll set up a throw, and he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards and a Panther first down. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, It's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
70, Indy.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
6-6, pull it high. And ready.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
8-3.
58 right there. That's a run. They're running it.
Leo, bravo. Get it.
2nd and 13. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end.
30 base.
1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive.
And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. The point after is good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man is Galladay, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Watch the screen.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
59. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Check. Hold. Wait. Go.
Off-play action. Atkins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Throwing on 3rd and long. Atkins. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
This is Josh Lambo. He hit from 57 a year ago. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. These two teams all tied after one. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
It's going to be a long day on offense. It's going to be a long day. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming.
2nd and 3. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 33 yards that time.
First down, Panthers. Come on, set. AT Gator.
Right there, 56. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Big ass, big ass, big ass.
Let's go.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Hey, exit.
57's right.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
Hey, watch it, watch it.
Shoot.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Maurice Hurst able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
36, 36. Mike, 58.
Alpha.
Danny. 58.
Back to throw here. And this one complete to Smith. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
50, play.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
58, come on. Let's get off the field, D.
Protein spill.
Check.
Hit it.
They're going to look to throw. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Toss play to Spiller. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. From the gun, Atkins. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Second down and inches. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
From the gun on third down, Atkins. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. They run. Robinson looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. To throw on second down, Atkins. He'll get this one to Golladay. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 28. They'll run on first down. Robinson. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Looking to throw on second down. Atkins. That's complete to Robinson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
52's the mic right here.
On first down, Atkins to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Easy work. It's easy work. It's coming again.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Watch 52. Watch 52. 52 is the mic.
Better bring it. You better.
To throw again. Atkins. And this is going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. Through an opening, and there he goes. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
But number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, Charlie.
They'll drop to throw. It's complete downfield, out left to his running back. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Wide, get wide. Showing it, showing it. 61, match box, right.
Now a toss to Spiller. And despite the good footwork, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. On the tackle, it was Greg Stroman, the former Virginia Tech Hokie. Again on the ground, again it's Spiller. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. to throw. Atkins, that's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 14.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
To throw on 2nd down, Atkins. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. From 17 yards out. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. 20. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. With his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Atkins, rush coming, and he's taken down. Brian Burns in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here we go again. Here we go.
Operating from the gun, Atkins. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 36, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Oh, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick 6s from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick 6s in a game? You want to leave them out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff.
This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Looking to throw. Atkins dancing to his left. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the run, it's Robinson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down. Atkins. It's complete to Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Cut. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight. 61. Matchbox lights. Right over there. Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58. Right there. Let's go one more.
2nd and 6. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Mike 57. Yo.
They'll set up to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. Has a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. It'll go as a 1st down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. On 1st and 10, Atkins. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 23. Off the play fake. Atkins. And now here is another interception. Picked off down near the 5. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
He'll drop to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Let's go. 30 base.
Mike's 56.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down.
And a Panther first down.
Here we go. Set. 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie.
I'm here all day.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That's what I'm talking about.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
218, chop it.
Check 56. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Undercrush on the ball.
Now back to throw. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. We're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
He's checking. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. I got you, pump.
22 jet bomber.
Kill. Turn up. 56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Ready?
They'll look to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know that plenty of people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a desperation throw deep down. They've got his man complete. Past the 20. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points. But he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
80 weapon.
Get in the weight room.
Hey, alert. Go. Get it.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
58's the money. 58.
Back to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a play is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
He's got it. It's Spiller.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And that's caught inside the 35. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the 49ers get a score closer. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Recon, 132 fighter, 60 or.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points from me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
It's now fourth down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. On fourth down, Atkins. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A big play there. 75 yards. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Now the 49ers electing to leave the offense out there and go for 2. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job.
Let's go!
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Carolina, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they'll have another road date next week with the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.